Hello and welcome to Danny Boy Golf. I'm here at Perranporth Golf Club where I'm going to be taking on this lovely course today. This is situated on the north coast of Cornwall. It's ranked in one of Britain's top 100 links and was a finalist in last year's best golf club in England. It's a James Braid design, so we're expecting really good putting greens, really good raised greens on this course. It's very hilly and today it's quite windy, so it's going to be a challenge. It's only 6,004 yards off the yellows and then 6,307 off the whites, but with the wind today it could be playing like 7,000. It's really that tough. So without further ado, let's go out onto the course. We'll tee off and see what I can shoot today. Right, hole one here at Perranporth is 377 yards, straight downhill. Wind is into us and slightly from right to left. So a good tee shot, just try and get down the middle of the fairway. Down the left hand side of the fairway, should get a second shot in from there. I've just rolled into the left hand rough. I've got about 130 left in. I'm going to take a 9-iron because it's into the wind. Pins on the right hand side, so I'm just going to go to the right hand side of the green. I'm going to try and avoid the drop on the left hand side. Wind's just held it up a bit and it's pulled it to the left hand side of the green just short, so I should have a decent chip in from there. My second shot has just come short and left of the green. I've avoided this pot bunker right in front of the green. So with my third, I'm just going to open up my 58, get it underneath, get it just past the pin because the green slopes from back to front. I didn't quite hit that hard enough. I've just avoided it rolling back on me, but I've got a putt for par now. Right, putting for par on this first hole. Great tee shot, slightly poor second because I didn't quite club up enough. Terrible third, just didn't get through the ball. Hopefully I can make up with this putt. Just missed the flag, and greens are really quick, so now I'm putting for par. So I'm on the back, on the right hand side of the green. There's a downhill, slightly left to right putt. Greens are really quick. Oh, I just missed it for par. I'll tap that in for a birdie. Tap this in for a bogey even. And we'll move on to the second hole. Right. After counting up the shots, I had a disappointing double bogey on that first hole. Worst start I've had so far. But we learn. We move on. Second hole is 510 yards, par 5. It's an uphill dogleg from right to left, but just to get to the dogleg is about 350, maybe about just about 350 yards to make it up to the dogleg. The wind is left to right. I'm going to drive up the left hand side of the fairway, let the wind bring it round, hopefully end up somewhere in the middle of the fairway. I was told by the captain of the club that if you're going to play, make sure your second goes up to the corner of the dogleg and then play onto the green, making it a lot easier, because especially in today's wind, if you try to cut too much corner, you're going to lose balls and you're going to rack up your score. So let's hit this one up there, see if I can get it just over the mounds and halfway up the fairway. Try and give myself a good second shot up the hill. Wind's taking it from left to right. I've hit a good strike. That's going to end up on the right hand side of the fairway, which is quite good. It'll give me a good line in, but it's certainly a lot windier today than what it has been. Alright, second shot. On the black and white post just in front of us, which is about 20 or 30 yards in front of us, it's leaving around about 190 yards left in. The flag is over those two black and white posts, but it's going to be difficult in this wind, so I'm just going to play the sensible shot, play a 9-iron or 8-iron up fairway to the right of these posts and leave myself a decent shot in. Nice strike on the right hand side of the fairway. Now that I'm up on the top of the dogleg, I should have a nice 130 yard chip in. Gonna be a lot easier to get onto the green than it is from here. Right, the ball's come in from right to left, down to the left hand side of the fairway, which is where I wanted. I'm on a slight down slope. I've avoided the bank, I've avoided all this rough, and if you don't carry that, you could end up losing your ball. And someone like me who hasn't played here before, to take the club captain's advice of playing straight up to the top of the dogleg like I have, I can now see the flag. It's only 130, slightly into wind. I'm going to hit my 9-iron full towards the right hand side and hopefully, because of the banking there, run it down onto the green. Hopefully I've got enough club. pulled it slightly left. I had a good club. It's just rolled down the left hand side of the green, down into the rough. But I've got a chip on for birdie. So my first shot's just rolled off the green, down into this thin rough. I'm going to take my 54 degree, pop it onto the front of the green and just roll it on through. Hopefully I can get this close, and as I said, try and get a par putt. Alright, so that's not too far away. Giving myself a decent chance for a par. I couldn't see it from here, and you can't see it from here. But once you get over this first bit of mound, it goes up onto another tier, which is where the flag is. I've just made it up the top of that banking, so I should have a decent putt. Alright, so I'm putting for a par, about 8 foot. It's not going to break too much. Wind is slightly left to right, which is going to maybe push it off a fraction, but let's just try and get this in for a par on this awkward par 5. Just rolled past, but I've got to tap in for a bogey, and that's my bogey. I'll move on to the third. Hole 3 is 352 yards from the yellows, which I'm playing off today. Par 4, straight down. It's going to play a lot longer today because the wind is in and from left to right. So I'm going to hit one down the left hand side of the fairway, let the wind bring it back into the middle, try and get down into that valley bit to give me a decent second shot up onto the green. Wind's not touched it at all, but that's alright, it's down the left hand side of the fairway. Just took a slight nasty bounce left into maybe the thin rough, but I should have a decent line in from there, and we'll try and get it up on the green for 2. Second shot into this par 4, I've got about 80 yards left in, it's all uphill. I've just about caught a bit of a thicker rough, which is going to hinder it a bit. Flag is straight over this mound in front of me, right up on the plateau. I'm just going to take a 54, give it a real good smack, see if I can get it up on the green or anywhere near it. That's a great strike. Have I got the legs? I've just finished short of the path and it's rolled back down. I'm going to have another chip in from there. So I've landed on the cart path, rolled back down here. I'm going to take my 58, get it up onto the top of the hill, onto a green. Give myself a chance for a par on this very tricky par 4. That's on the green, putting for par, hopefully. Let's go up and have a look. I'm on the green. I've got about 10 foot putt for a par. Wind is very strong today. Just ran over the hole. Tapping for another bogey. If I turn you around, look at the view. That's Perranporth Beach. And there's the Atlantic Ocean. Hole 4 is a par 3. It's 197 yards from the tee. Just over the, about to see the top of the flag. Not quite one. It's a really long par 3. Into this wind, it's going into and left to right. Gonna make it difficult. I'm gonna take my 5 foot, play it down the middle, hopefully get it up near the greens, close as I can. It's like a ball bow, being a little bit like this. That's the green. Down in the dip, left of the fairway, that's going to give me at least 20 or 30 yards in. And again, it's going to be blind second shot. Second shot. My tee shot's just landed here. The green is just over the top of this mound. So I'm going to take a 58, go get right underneath. The wind is pushing slightly from left to right, so that should help it get onto the green. Main thing is just get it out of this thick stuff over that mound and at least have a chance of putting. I'm just going to get right under the ball and I'm not going to quit. I'm just going to go straight under it. Hopefully that's on the green. I did run up another look to see roughly where the pin is. That shouldn't be too far away. So I've just flown it a little bit far, hit the bank and come back down. I'm putting for a par. Get in. Greens are really quick. It's gone about 20 foot past. I barely touched it and it rolled almost in. Tap it in for a double bogey on this par 3. Hole 5 is 531 yards from the yellows. It's a pretty straight hole. The fairway splits into 2 at about 300 yards. So with the wind, I'm expecting to carry it and make it run out to almost the end of this first fairway. Hopefully I'll have line in for my second to get onto the green or close to it. Wind is with me, so that's going to help, especially with my second shot. Going to thread it through the banks, aim for that black and white in the distance. That's going to run on. Hopefully I'll have a decent second shot in from there. Second shot into this par 5. Just come up short of this post. I got an awkward ball above my feet, awkward stance. I'm going to take my 5 wood, just take a swing at it, hopefully get it down near the green. That's flown down there. It's flown down there as best as I could do. It's rolling from around about the middle of the fairway to the right hand side of the fairway. If I bring you up, you can enjoy the view of Perranporth Beach, Perranporth, and just down there on the right hand side is where I am. Right. First shot into this par 5, par 5 this one. So first shot in. Got about 50 yards left. There's a bank around the back of it, but you don't want to go too high up the bank because otherwise it won't come back down. So I'm just going to pitch it maybe front of the green and let it roll on. Wind is helping me. I thinned it a bit, but that's on the back of the green. It's just rolled up the bank and it's come back down the bank, so I'm on the back of the green. Alright, putting for a birdie on this par 5. Gonna be a very quick putt. And that's the tap in for a par. Right, hole 6 is a par 3, 128 yards. Wind is with us, so I'm going to take a pitching wedge, give it a good full hit. Let's get it on the green. We need to start making pars and birdies, more pars and birdies. Should be on the green. Right, I'm on the right hand side of the green, putting for a birdie. Gonna be a quick putt, slightly left to right. Let's try and get this in. It's just rolled off, just missed it. Tap in for a par. At least I'm back on track with pars now. Hole 7 is 365 yards from the yellows, which is what I'm playing off today. It's a blind tee shot. Anywhere over the black and white post or just to the right of it would be good. The fairway starts at 200 yards, so I need to give it everything I've got. The wind is with me, so I need to carry that post and send it maybe just to the right of that post. Give myself a chance to get a second shot away. It's going to take everything I've got to get it over that. That's well over, right of the post. It should be up the right hand side of the fairway if the course management card is accurate. I hit a cracking drive, but it's gone to the right hand side of the fairway as the course management card said it would. I've got quite a lot of distance with that, especially with the wind. Second shot is about 100 yards, 110 yards in, just over the brow of the hill there. I'm gonna play a pitch and 3/4 pitch and wedge. Let's get it on the green for 2. Oh, that's got to be good. Just to the left of the pin. All right, I'm on the green I'm just on the back of the green for 2. This is a long par 4. I thought it was a par 5, but nope, it's a par 4. Got myself a nice birdie opportunity here. That'll do. It's 2 foot away. Tap in for a par. That's more like it. Getting more consistent now. Starting to play proper golf. Hole 8 is par 4, 290 yards. There's a pole in the middle of the fairway, or just to the right of the fairway, at 200 yards to carry. So wind's into us, so I'm expecting to drive it around about that pole. Hopefully I'll get on that fairway, bounce it over the pole and leave myself in a short chip in. Let's hit a good one down there. It's just to the right of the pole. I saw it bounce, so I should go down. Hopefully I'll be on the right hand side of the fairway. Right. I finished just right of this pole, just short of it. I got a blind shot in. It's about 80 yards. Dead straight. Don't want to go too far though, because otherwise it will just go right off the back of the green and down into God knows where. Just gonna get a good strike on it over this hill. And that's finished just on the left hand side of the green, avoiding bunker which is on the left hand side of the green. Left myself about 6 foot. Just tap in for a par. Right, well, on hole 9. It's a par 4, 330 yards, uphill. The green is really raised up high. It's going to take a good shot to get it up the right hand side of this fairway here to leave myself in about 100 yards, 150 yards up onto the green. Let's see if I can do it. Let's try and finish this front 9 with a par. Wind is with, I'm just going to let it rip. That's smoked up the right hand side of the fairway. Should have a decent second shot in from there. Right, second shot in on this par 4. got about 87 yards to go, uphill. It's with the wind as well, so that's gonna help me. I'm just gonna get a good 54-degree wedge on it, aim it left of the flag, let the wind take it, hopefully get it on the back of the green. Just landed on the front of the green and rolled all the way back down the hill. Should have just clubbed up one more, I reckon. Okay, after a disappointing second, it's rolled all the way back down. I'm going to use the pitching wedge. I'm going to bounce it just into the top of this bank and let it roll on. That shouldn't be too far away. Alright, putt for par. Let's get this in. Just missed it. Just drifted off. Tap in for a bogey. Disappointing front nine. Wind is really strong. Let's move on to back nine and try and recover some of these shots. So, a very windy front nine, score of 43. The worst start so far to any of my rounds. Please like, subscribe and hit the notification bell. This has been the front nine here at Perranporth Golf Club. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope to see you all on the back nine, which will be the next video.